just like that.
Top of the morning, y'all.
Top of the morning, y'all. Welcome to another episode of Wake
Hey,
Yeah.
First things first. What up, y'all?
First.
It's always going to be funny to me because we're always on different delays, so it's always going to be like, one day we're going to nail it for real.
Facts. 100%, bro. We're going to have to inside the private chat countdown. See if we can nail it at the countdown. Oh, my God.
Hey, man, Guccini, man, let them know where we rocking from today, man. We simulcasting.
Man, we multi-streaming from 3 different platforms, man. You got the Gen Wealth network popping off. Come on now. You got the Guru Nation popping off right now.
What?
You got the H2S popping off right now, man. Top of the morning, everybody that's tuned in. Let's get in these comments, man, and tell everybody top of the morning. We got Josh R in the building. What's going on, man?
What up, Josh?
We got Silky Johnson in the building.
Silky.
Morning, Silky.
Yes, sir.
We got Antonio in the building, man. What's up with it?
What up, twin?
What up?
Come on,
Antonio.
Let's go, Jets.
In the building, song in the building, man.
What's up, son?
Yeah.
Yuma City, stand up.
Top of the morning, Ghost Monkey, man. 420 in the air, man.
You already know. What?
Come on now.
Top of the morning.
Yes, sir. Man.
Yes, sir. Thanks for rocking, man.
Yeah, appreciate y'all. All the homies, man. So, for everybody tuning in, you know what I'm saying? We'll be brushing up on some training camp isms before we get to the main meat and potatoes of the show. When our man Spencer Guru pulls up, we'll be breaking down the beginning of our series from here on to the rest of the off season, where we're breaking down one division per episode over here on the Wake Your Game Up. So we'll be doing 2 a week. And today we start with the mighty AFC East. You know, we got our resident Jets fan, my man Kidda, our resident Jets expert. Gang Green.
That's right.
I know.
Good to see you, Antonio. I know you be die hard in the Jets.
Showed up for the right one, man. Hey, shout out to our man Antonio, man. How you been, brother?
Yeah, it's been a minute since I've seen his name pop up anywhere. Like it.
Yeah, you know, I stay connected with all the homies, man. Antonio, that's a good brother, man. That's my literally born the same day, same year, just in Brooklyn.
Shout out to the Brooklyn, man.
Yeah, man, Brooklyn stand up.
718, man, stand up, man. 100%, bro.
Yep.
Yeah, so Lee, I know you got some burning questions, Leaf, that from some of these teams, brother. What you got for me? This is gonna be a fun little exercise.
Let's go. Let's see. Go. Oh God. Okay.
I like putting Lee on the spot. He's like, oh shit, I'm on.
Okay.
Yeah.
From the Buffalo wide receiver room.
Okay, who wants to take this one out? Buffalo wide receiver room thoughts.
Trash.
Are we throwing in Kincaid in the mix? He's technically
he's a pass catcher.
He's a pass catcher, all right? Okay. Because if we're speaking solely on the receivers, man,
receiver / tight end.
I feel like there's some good value here all across the board, even for a Kincaid, for what like he could be projected to be, right? I mean, this is kind of a spoiler alert because we are going to be talking some AFC East later. But when it comes to my old pal Kincaid, I mean, I feel like with his target market share, he's like a lock for a top 5 finisher at the position. And for all you tight end leaguers, you know what I mean, where you got to start a tight end, you know, he's not going. I mean, does he go before the Andrews, or have people wised up?
I've got him going before Andrews.
Yeah, I see it often. You know, it's kind of weird because like this is best ball and dynasty and all that stuff. Like we haven't really tapped into the real true redraft league season yet, but I wouldn't be surprised to see some drafts have Kincaid valued over Mark Andrews, but I think more of the competitive style of leagues, like not the home leagues and anybody that's super influenced by Dynasty, they're still going to take Andrews over Kincaid because Andrews does have that resume. And then also when he came back, they had to slowly bring him into the equation, but you did get those glimpses of what it meant to have him back on that Baltimore Ravens team because, you know, likely he's no slouch, but I guess really what I want to emphasize is that Mark Andrews' chemistry with Lamar Jackson is already there, and that's something that doesn't go away. So if we're talking about a healthy Mark Andrews, if your league mates are drafting Kincaid before him, good for you because that'll be something that will benefit you to get the Mark Andrews over to Kincaid. I wouldn't suggest you trying to acquire a Kincaid over Mark Andrews, but that is a pretty good. I like that. That's like right around like the like okay they might be going back to back right there, but I would probably favor the Mark Andrews over Kincaid at this moment.
It is kind of cool because if you're looking at the position that they target a lot for Baltimore, it is the tight end position because I mean historically when we had Ozzie Newsome there, man, they just he know how to diagnose a good tight end from Dennis Pitta to Mark Andrews. Even Hayden Hurst for what that's worth, or in this case, his last year as the GM, when his last draft picks that he made, Isaiah Likely, you know what I mean? And it's kind of cool that Mark Andrews, being someone that we could draft up high, he actually has a handcuff.
Right.
Yeah.
Like if you want to go that route, a guy who has an injury history and a handcuff that's super affordable, like probably your last pick of the draft, you could grab an Isaiah Likely if you got a Mark Andrews.
Yeah, and the other thing that knocks kind of Kincaid down for me is the fact that he's not out there like a Knox is. So if they do decide to have the receivers on the field and they don't want to run the two tight end sets, which is like that's not a every down thing to have two tight ends out there. When it comes to the protection for Josh Allen, they're going to have Knox out there because Knox is. Am I loud? Oh, okay, I see that. If Knox is going healthy, then he's going to be the guy that is on the field more often than Kincaid, just because of the ability to do pass pro.
And last night, McBride, Mark Andrews, and Kincaid all went in the same round, and it was how many picks apart? One. It was McBride, then a person drafted after him, and then Mark Andrews, and then two people after that, then Kincaid, and that was all in the motherfucking in the fourth round of a single quarterback 12-team league. 100%. So like how you said, all going around the same thing. That was just a double back of what you on your point, bro. 100%. But just the wide receiver, I mean, just the pass catchers in general in Buffalo after Kincaid, you're going to have a bunch of guys that see 70, 80 targets with 50 and 60 receptions, maybe 90 targets. So it's going to be kind of hard to get one of those wide receivers, in my opinion, to really be a WR2. The rest of them dudes is going to be flex-worthy players, especially for the beginning of the season until somebody carves out a role to be the number one receiver unless they trade for him. But the wide receiver that I'm targeting the most is C-Sam. Shout out to 50 Cent Samuel.
Okay.
100%.
Yeah, Curtis 50 Cent Samuel.
His career year back was in 2020 was connected to Joe Brady in Carolina. Connected to Teddy Two Gloves, 100%.
Yeah, so Joe Brady.
But other than that, then I ain't really too high except for Kincaid as the pass catchers in Buffalo.
I think when it comes to like Khalil Shakir, he could be like this. Call me crazy, but he's the one that profiles the closest to a Diggs. So like the way they would move their speedster around the formation, I think that could be a Khalil Shakir. But this Keon Coleman guy, this is a shiny new toy,
right?
And like I feel like you could say second half darling for any rookie receiver because that's usually how it happens. But like Man, I hope he doesn't have Quentin Johnston or early Christian Watson written all over him. You know what I mean? Because I kind of get those vibes, being that like he's a receiver that you're gonna have to put in the slot. Like he's only good against zone. He's terrible against man and press, and that's what he's gonna see if he's outside. And if they try to put the rook outside, it's not gonna be too great for him. You know what I mean? And we will see a lot more 3 wide receiver sets, a lot more 21 personnel, and a lot more 11 personnel because it's Joe Brady versus them playing their base package is 12 personnel for the last couple of years. You know what I mean? So we will see them take to the air a lot more. And it's just, I think a lot of it will be more shorter. So that could favor your Curtis Samuel pick too. Like you were saying, JD, and he'll get some work out of the backfield and on some gadget stuff. So that'll be kind of annoying, and it will be if he's healthy all year. Curtis Samuel could be an actual thing.
Yeah, I think he's going to be
in deeper leagues specifically. You know what I mean? But yeah, I think Kincaid for me probably the only one that I think has like a comfortable floor. You know what I mean? As far as his target market share is going to go. You know what I mean?
I think you on mute, bro.
Yeah.
Here you go.
I'm on mute?
No, kiddo.
Oh, I was about to say.
Anytime you do it.
Oh shit.
Hey, kiddo, you might need to click back out.
Top of the morning, Bakes a lot.
Top of the morning, big
morning, Bakes.
We got Bakes. We got Kaka in the building. We got Derek in the building. We got Ginger Ninja, aka Dennis Man, in the building.
What up, Jenny?
Hey man, top of the morning to everybody, bro. 100%. We're gonna let him get back. Go ahead and let him know. Oh, he clicked it again.
The Matrix is real.
Them is facts though, gang. On my mama, good sleeper pick. On my mama.
Yeah, and see, you know what's crazy is like we know they could. Like I'm wondering what to expect, because if I want to safely assume, I'm thinking it's gonna be a lot of the short game for Buffalo, right?
Yeah, I did also, yeah.
Because that's what Joe Brady's shown us in the NFL. But like you can go back to his time at LSU with Joe Burrow and Jettis and Chase, and they was taking it to the sky.
No, that was like rocket ships.
But who does he got over there like that, right? Khalil Shakir. I mean, Curtis Samuel.
What up, yo? Can I be heard now? Okay,
Yeah.
so when you
robot
edit on the fly, it is back. Is the robot noise back?
Yeah, the robot queeps.
It won't let me edit on the fly. I don't know what's going on.
Yeah, that's what I said. That's what I was about to tell you. You gotta do on entry.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Pause. That sounded weird saying to another dude.
Fuck it. Hey, bro.
Yeah. Okay. What else? What other burning questions you got for us, Lee?
All right. Let's talk about the New York Jets when Kid is back. How's that sound?
Well, hold on. We are gonna go over the AFC East. So after this one, you better not be all right. The Dolphins is next. I'm like, hold on. Well, yeah, okay. What you got for us with the Jets?
All right. I think their camp battle is gonna be safety for the Jets. What do you think?
Okay. I mean, okay. So who do
they got Chuck
over there?
Clark expected to start.
They got Whitehead. You talking about the safeties, right?
No, yeah, safeties.
Yeah, they got Jordan
got
Whitehead
robot parts now.
Yeah, you straight?
You good, bro?
Okay, good. Like I need to come a little bit better prepared, but I try my best. I'm doing what I can.
Things like this can occur in the field.
We shooting our free throw, big bro.
The Matrix is tough, man.
So I really do think that the lottery ticket play on the Buffalo Bills is out there. It's just it's kind of hard to like imagine who it's gonna be, because we've got word on Chase Claypool. I don't know if this is just fodder, but like he's actually even impressing the organization, and like KJ Hamler, somebody who's like, you talk about speedster, MVS, Samuel, Coleman, Shakir, all those are strictly freaking lottery tickets. Kincaid, like Bogey was saying, he has the highest floor. that's probably the guy that you're going to want to target if you're going to have a target. And then if you want to take a flyer and a lottery ticket play is the Buffalo Bills, that's not a bad idea because they're going to have to score a good amount. You know, Baltimore, they had the highest scoring offense, so we're talking about a quarterback similar type of gameplay. So if Buffalo makes the next step, it's not going to be through defense. It's going to be through scoring more points. And
Hey,
who
Kittle sounds
knows who's gonna
phenomenal
be-
now, huh?
Okay, so
Eddie's nailing that take. Go ahead, continue. I didn't mean to cut you off.
those 6 wide receivers on the roster right now. We'll see what happens during training camp in the preseason, and then like don't be afraid to draft them just because we don't know like if they're question marks. We play in a lot of deep leagues. If you've got some space and you don't know what to do, just fucking take somebody from a good team. That's not a bad idea.
Yeah, and like like when it comes to I forgot that they got MVS over there because that's like a Gabe Davis replacement because it's another receiver that can actually block down the field. Because when we're talking about, I know we're back on the Buffalo thing right now, but when we're talking about like Kincaid being in the mix as a pass catcher, we got to throw James Cook in there too because man, James Cook finna eat too under Joe Brady in the passing game. I mean, like for what it's worth, you combine what him and Ty Johnson were doing target wise under Joe Brady last year. So, it's a lot. I expect a lot more of that too. So, I mean, it's going to be real interesting.
Phasing out Diggs last year too, bro.
What's up?
They were phasing out Diggs at the end of the year last year as
well.
Yeah, they were. Yeah, the last 6 games. Yeah.
Yeah,
I don't know if it was on purpose or not, but they show was facing his ass out.
And he was hot too. Diggs is Sagittarius like us, bro.
He had the opposite squeaky wheel effect. Usually the squeaky wheel gets the grease right, but this guy was like, "Oh shit, we're gonna put you out of service, then, motherfucker."
Yeah, remember before the year started, he was hot. Bro. Before he came to camp, and this is funny because this time last year he showed up to camp. He had an outfit done up where it was half like. He had half pants on. The other half was like, like basketball, like shorts, like gym shorts. Mm-hmm. And then he had a cleat on that foot. And then on the other one with his pant leg, he had like some kick, some nice little designer kick, right? And so he had the half I'm in and a half out outfit, literally.
He really had a statement making that day.
Yeah, for real.
He's a statement maker. He came up in like a whole gold suit, like like the color gold. It was like.
Oh yeah, I was like, shiny gold, like a real. He came through like a real Anunnaki, didn't he?
Yeah, he tried. He tried to be real shiny. He's like, I'm valuable. I'm a motherfucker. Hey,
that was a bar. If y'all don't know, do your Googles.
What was the Meteoroid Man? What was Meteoroid Man's?
It should be made of all kind of precious metals, my good brother. Gold, platinum.
Hey, did you ever see Meteoroid Man with Robert Townsend?
No, I haven't.
Oh man, that's a classic right there, bro. They was all in all gold, bro.
Hair, like the Anunnakis.
Now that I don't know.
But yeah, but rocking that all gold though. You know why? Because
watch Meteor Man.
Everything. Gold is doesn't it like it fares well in heat too, something like that, or like it's like a.
Man, I'm gonna give you a conspiracy theory real fast.
It reflects like if you get. Like say like why we put gold on satellites and shit like that in the space because what it does is
we're ballers.
It protects whatever is behind it. It reflects the radiation. So whatever is behind
that's
it.
That's why the Anunnakis was putting the gold in the atmosphere.
Yeah, it's not going to get damaged through heat.
Hit me with the conspiracy.
The conspiracy theory is that the aliens need the gold. That's why the aliens come here is for the gold. Like
that's the Anunnakis, bro. That's the Anunnakis.
Right. When BC, all that, before, what I mean? Mm-hmm. They said that people didn't really know what the value of gold was, but the aliens had
tell you.
Oh, Baba, that shit is crazy.
I'll have you know, if you do 23andMe, I have Anunnaki blood.
I man. So
Yes.
is that a movie or is that what they call?
No, so that's what them motherfuckers is. They're the Anunnakis, and they come from this other planet that was fucking and their goddamn atmosphere was diminishing. So they
came from the planet Nibiru.
Nibiru, yeah, and it's like on its own crazy orbit. It orbits our galaxy. You know what I mean? Or our solar system. There you go.
Oh, it's not a part of our solar.
No,
system.
it's got its own little fucking.
Okay,
it's mega huge.
Yeah,
It's mega huge. So like there's even theories when they like the Anunnakis came here. You know what I'm saying? Start having all this the primitive humans, and you know what I'm saying. And they made their own. They made their own type of. They brought their own slaves too, just to dig up all the gold.
Yeah.
Then they throw all the gold. They throw all the gold back to their planet. And they put it in the atmosphere or something to reflect all the crazy solar.
Oh my man.
Yeah, all the bullshit, right?
They said once you get us so far out of the solar system, it's radiation. And so because I was down the rabbit hole about the fake ass about the
Planet
fake
X.
The moon landing.
Oh yeah.
Once you go so far out in the fucking outer space, once you get to a certain spot, the radiation, you can't get past that shit.
And you know what else fucks me up? They're talking about like, okay, if you get on the moon, right, you better be able to predict the most fucking incalculable. Is that the word? With like space dust. You can have space dust just flying through at thousands of miles an hour. Just a little.
Hey, I drink space dust. Shout out to the space dust beer.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Space dust IPA. I had that shit the other day. Shout out to it, man.
To get you fucked up, dog.
Oh yeah, those are some strong brews, man.
Hey, bro, I've been off some space dust, but allegedly, you know what I mean? Some other, you know what I mean? Yeah.
Anyway,
okay.
I'm here. I'm in the building. What up, Guru Nation? What up? What it make? Jen Wealthnet. What it do? Bogey, JD, Kidda, Lee, holding it down for us in the AM. You know, had this time being late wasn't even my fault. I had a damn appointment I forgot about, so I had to take care of that. But I'm here now. We're ready to get this thing rolling. Wake the game up. Let's fucking go.
Game up.
Yes, sir.
He's woke today. Let's go.
Yeah, I'm fired up, man. I'm fired up today. You know, so yeah.
So go ahead, set this thing up, Guru. Where you want to take us in the AFC East?
Okay, yeah, I heard y'all talking about the Bills earlier. Y'all want to just keep that discussion going, you know, because, man, I want to talk about motherfucking, we're going deep here, pause. I want to talk about fucking Ray Davis, bro, the rookie, and also Frank Gore Jr. I mean, they got some rookies in that backfield. I know James Cook's the lead dog. I'm not saying he's going to lose a job, but, man, they've got some young bulls back there that could be something, and then Ty Johnson was a pretty good number 2 last year. So yeah,
because James Cook can't be the head, like he can't be the lead back. He's got to have a lot of assistance out there. There's no.
He needs to be a puzzle piece that you move around the formation and
there's no way that he's getting 300 plus carries. We'll just say that.
Oh hell no.
Yeah, I actually got him for about 180 to 200 carries, and I got him about like. Close to about 260, 270 all-purpose touches because he's going to catch a lot of balls, man. He's going to catch like 60 plus, man.
Yeah, that first name that he
Ray
dropped,
Davis.
Ray Davis is a good addition to that squad. I really like that. That's a good addition. And I know Frank Gore's got that flashy name, and we all know Gore on the Bills was a beautiful thing, but this Davis guy is no joke. Gonna be a force to be reckoned with.
Is he one of them 5'8"ers?
He's 5'10", 5'11".
Okay,
5'11".
Yeah, okay. I think so. But he's
bigger than James.
I think what you're thinking about is like a Blake Corum is like 5'8", but Ray Davis, he had some real like potential to actually take over a lot of James Cook's value. I wouldn't be surprised to see Ray Davis end up being the lead back, not in the not too far future.
Maybe on the ground. Would you say like on the ground?
Yeah, all aspects of
James
being
Cook
a running
is
back.
decent. he's decent at pass pro and being the pass catching back.
But yeah, when he
there
was
on
in
third
Georgia, he wasn't the main guy there either. He had
Zamir White. It was
he
Zamir
was the
White.
number 2 in that system, right?
Yep,
Zamir White
Zamir
was like
White.
the
Facts.
Thunder, and then Cooks was the Lightning. So Ray Davis
We're gonna
definitely
eat
has
coal and
a
shit
profile
lightning.
for a 3-down back, and that's a real fun thing
What up,
to
Crispy?
entertain. I like Ray Davis.
Yes,
Somebody
sir.
that you can fucking get really, really late right now, and you're even in the dynasties and definitely in the best balls, it's not a bad option in your super late rounds.
Yeah, what Cooks did last year, though, bro, 230 carries, 54 receptions. So that's 300 combined touches on 1,500 combined yards and 6.
Yeah, I hella undershot his carries, man.
Yeah, man. Hey,
Yeah.
James ain't going nowhere, especially this year, in my opinion. You know, them other running backs might spell in a little bit, but I think James Cook is the lead dog. He's going to get most of the reps, and then inside the 10-yard line is going to be Josh Allen and them 15 that he had last year. It might not be the 15 total TDs on the ground, but he's going to be that main dog inside the goal line, 100%, bro.
And Frank
that's
Gore.
where James Cook
It's
really
actually Frank Gore, bro. It's not his son.
It's Frank Gore.
Nobody fool you. Have you ever seen them in the same room at the same time?
They're huge. He's huge.
It's him.
Let's see. I'm gonna try to find a picture of it. Let's see the two of them together, the Gore and Gore Jr. Oh, they got the side by side. Man, they look alike. Holy shit!
Shout out to my
I'm my baby's pappy.
You know,
hey, we bringing up two
hair going
goals in a row. My Hurricanes, man. I gotta go get that college, man. I gotta get my Hurricanes on the field, man. Fuck, bro. We done brought them up twice, bro. That's a little sign right there.
Hurricane. Hey,
Gore Jr. went to Southern Miss, actually.
Oh yeah, the mighty Frank Gore.
But yeah, right, yeah, the mighty Frank Gore went to the U. Yeah,
yeah, more than one.
Yeah, the U. I mean, that was the standard back. The U in Florida State, bro. It was all the Florida schools.
FSU, man. We don't talk about them over here. Why, right?
Jordan Travis. Shout out to Jordan Travis.
Jordan Travis.
Yeah, Jameis went there. I mean, shit, they got a lot of talent there. But yeah, the U's coming back up, bro. They actually just had I don't know if you keep up with the recruiting there, JD, but the U just pulled one of the top players in the state of Louisiana, Jabari Antoine.
Oh, that's my cousin.
Cornerback. He decommitted from LSU and then flipped to the U.
Oh, wow. Yeah, shout out to Mario Cristobal. He was in Oregon. He had Oregon in the championship, man. He bringing us back, bro. 100%.
Yeah, y'all gonna be back.
They had
y'all gonna be back for sure.
Oh, that's the new hire?
Since Coker left on everything.
Yeah, I think y'all gonna be relevant. Shoot, as soon as this season, last year was bumpy, but I think this year y'all gonna be a lot better.
And then FSU and Clemson is going to the SEC, so we ain't got no chance but to go up in the ACC. but
right,
the ACC is terrible.
Shit. Yeah, y'all might end up going to the Big 10 or the Big 12 or something because the ACC's getting
that shit got all shook up this year.
Scooped up like the pack. Well, the ACC for this year will still be fine. It's just for a couple years down the road.
Well, I'm talking about like the Big 10 and all that. You know what I mean?
They're all crazy. It's the Power 4 because the Pac-12 got abandoned. Yeah, all the Pac-12 schools went to either the Big 10 or the Big 12. Yeah, facts. Yeah, Arizona, they look really good. They're looking like the best team in the Big 12, and then like USC,
that's where Gronk went, right? That Arizona.
Yep. And Arizona's got a blue chip prospect.
You came out of there too.
No, that's Arizona State.
Oh, that's Arizona State. Okay,
yeah, Arizona State's bad this year. Yeah, they were pretty good though, but Arizona, I think, taking all
my
that
boy
talent.
Jacob Cowan. He came out of Arizona.
Yeah, Arizona's got mad talent. Yeah, I forgot the boy's name. That's like the elite wide receiver, but yeah, they're gonna have. I think next year's draft is gonna be that dude, the Ohio State dude, and the Missouri dude, Luther Burden. Those are the top 3 receivers for 25. But yeah, Luther Burden, bro. And I bet the Bills, bro. Speaking of the Bills receivers, bro, like if Keon doesn't pan out, like they're gonna take another receiver early next year. You best believe it because
they're gonna do their thing like the Chiefs do.
Yeah, they're just gonna take them year after year
until you hit
until they get the right one.
Exactly, because it's one of those deals when you're paying a quarterback that much, you can't really afford a true alpha. It's
going to be a rotational thing.
It's just going to have to be a rotational thing because it's like the Chiefs couldn't afford Tyreek Hill. The Bills couldn't afford Diggs with him getting up in age to where it was like, and Diggs wasn't really what he used to be. Y'all had mentioned that he was getting phased out. I think that definitely was intentional because Joe Brady probably saw the handwriting on the wall. Like, this is an
Joe Brady
player.
did have three receivers finish in the top 25 back in 2020.
Robbie Chosen,
the string bean.
Oh my mama.
DJ Moore and
Curtis Samuel, who's now back with the Bills.
And they all finished, for what it's worth, they finished 18 through 25. Like, because Robbie Anderson came in at 25, but they all were 1,000-yard receivers. And whether Curtis Samuel was the 1,000 all-purpose or not, you know what I mean? Because that's how he got it that year, and he got it as a gadget guy too. But yeah, I think he finished like 23rd or something like that in the PPR that year, and then DJ Moore finished like 18. So we do know that there's going to be they're going to facilitate and move the ball around a lot. So
they're going to spread it out a lot.
The amount of volume and pass play and pass plays and or just total volume on offense, period, to be able to support all because now you think about it, they do got a lot of very interesting weapons, but I'm always going to diagnose the floor. So I'm still going back to Kincaid and like James Cook are probably the guys outside of Josh Allen to have. You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. Because it's like in the smaller leagues, you know, that's really all you need to worry about because like the other guys are going to be too inconsistent. But we play in these deep degenerate leagues, you know. So for those like these Bills guys, could very well be relevant. You could throw a guy like a Shakir, a Curtis, or a Keon in that third flex, and you know, depending on
Keon or Romeo Dobbs.
Romeo.
Ooh, that's tough. Probably Romeo in redraft.
You gotta remember Romeo.
Probably Romeo in redraft.
Romeo was TDs last year too, bro.
Terry McLaurin or Keon.
Terry.
I see you, Chris.
This is where I'm seeing him. I'm seeing him like in this range. I'd take Chris Godwin over Keon. I'd take. What up, huh? Who's that, Pops?
Yeah, it's Pops. Yeah.
What up, Pops? Yeah, Big Crispy in the building.
Crispy's in the
Yeah. What up?
Yeah, Crispy in the house, man. So
this is good for me because I can go against the grain.
Crispy
I'm going
says Kincaid's the next Travis Kelce.
Yeah,
I mean, he could. I really like Kincaid this year. And, I think I agree with Peacock's take here. You know, he fell off. He started off. He went yay under Ken Dorsey, bro. Like, under Ken Dorsey, Diggs was pacing to be a top 5 wideout. But under Joe Brady, Diggs was no more than a middling flex play. Like, Diggs under Joe Brady really fell off, bro. Because the way they designed that offense, I was just looking through these were the Joe Brady stat lines from the 2020 Carolina Panthers.
Okay, you laid on me.
The Panthers? Are we really going to talk about Panthers right now?
Because it's quite impressive what Joe Brady did with Teddy Roosevelt under center.
It was DJ Moore led the.
Okay, well, yeah, okay.
Am I back? Matrix got me there.
If you're going that far back and DJ Moore was still around, then we got an alpha.
Yeah, DJ Moore was a young bull here. He missed the game because this is 16 games. He missed the game.
That's the year that Christian McCaffrey only played 3 games.
So right. Mike Davis pack. Mike Davis pack caught freaking 59, hit for 1,015 from scrimmage, 8 total tugs. If we could get that line from James Cook, shit, I wouldn't be mad at that.
Well, we got that.
What I was right. It's just, can he do it again? I mentioned, the Ray Davis there and the Ray Gore Jr.
But like how you said about my boy Ken Dorsey, another Miami great, and how Stephon Diggs was going yay with Ken Dorsey. But we also got to talk about Joe Brady and what James Cook was doing at the end of the year too, though. Yeah. And we're going with James Cook and Joe tied with Joe Brady going into the full season, though. That's another reason why I'm high on James Cook, bro. Facts.
Yeah, for real. And where we can get James Cook too. Like he's fairly reasonable at price.
Yeah, you can get him as like a high-end RB2, but if things break right, he could sneak in another. I think he was a low-end RB1 last year.
And like
he repeats that, he's actually a pretty good value.
As long as you temper your expectations on the rushing tugs, right?
Right. Yeah.
And we're looking,
except that he probably could only get 4 or 5. Yeah, that's true. And then he had a few receiving. He'll probably get at least 6, maybe up to 8 total touchdowns, which ain't
I think
terrible.
you can have a
so.
Mike Davis floor.
Yeah, facts. Yeah,
Yeah,
Davis
14.
had the 8 touchdowns, the 59 catches, and he missed a couple games because when McCaffrey was active, I think Davis was a healthy scratch. So
Exactly, he just took the back seat for one. And that was dope too, because man, we were getting like CMC light out of Mike Davis whenever it was. So like if James Cook happens to get injured, bro, this Ray Davis kid is gonna be the guy.
yeah, he'll be all right. I'll say this, just examining Joe Brady's offense, he's a one back kind of guy. So it's like as long as James Cook's healthy in there, it's gonna be the majority James Cook. But if James Cook would go down, yeah, Ray Davis is
the guy
a really good handcuff, because I think then it'll be mainly just Ray Davis. So yeah,
and very affordable for your 2024 redrafts.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, exactly. You can cuff Ray Davis usually like the last round, bro. Like the third, like we talked about last night on the mock, JD, the thrift round. You go to the thrift store and get fucking Ray Davis there.
We're gonna coin that. We're gonna coin.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Thrift rounds.
Yep, the thrift rounds, bro. Sometimes those thrift rounds can be league winners, bro. Just like this
Hey,
2020
Puka Nacua
Panthers, bro. Mike Davis, bro. Shit, yeah, Puka wasn't even drafted a lot.
I was taking Van fucking Jefferson at the last pick of every fucking draft, thinking I'm smart, and then the people that took Puka in the draft, not even after the waiver wire, just the ones that actually drafted the.
Yeah,
Puka.
they were the real.
I was like, damn, that motherfucker was sharp.
Yeah, they really were. I'm mad at myself for missing that last year, because a lot of times with the waiver wire, you've got to nail down. A lot of times, 1 week can give it away.
All my fab on Puka in your league.
Yeah, and that helped you get to the semis, bro. Yeah,
I mean, I was the number 1 seed. Yeah.
Yeah, you dominated the season because you had fucking the Pooks, Waddle, and Tyreek. You had like probably the best 3 wide set.
And then I had Terry.
Oh, and Terry. Yeah, you had depth, bro. Yeah, you had a nasty receiver.
Then I had the B Robs. Had B.
Yeah, he had more to makeshift backfield. Yeah,
the night of Dave Montgomery's and
yeah. But it got the job done. But yeah, Diggs. Yeah, the vacated targets, bro. Let's talk about that. How do we see these vacated targets getting distributed? I mean, I'm thinking that. I think Dalton Kincaid will for sure lead the team in targets, but as far as the receivers, like Khalil Shakir might be the best bet, because in targets, it was the string bean, bro. Robbie Chosen, the string bean, had 136 targets. DJ Moore at 118. Curtis at 97. So I'm thinking Khalil Shakir. Khalil Shakir will probably be the string bean role. He'll probably be more the short PPR guy. Keon will play the role that DJ Moore played, average 18 a reception. Robbie Chosen only averaged 11.5, but guess what? He had 95 of them things. DJ Moore only had 66, and then Curtis was just the steady Eddie.
The was definitely he was the field stretcher.
No, DJ Moore was.
Robbie Chosen backwards.
Robbie Chosen with the Jets was a field stretcher, but with Carolina, they morphed him into more like a slot guy, short targets kind of guy.
They can get Keon to be that guy. That's what I'm talking about.
But I don't think they are. I think Keon is going to be the field stretching guy.
Shakir will be the one we want then.
Yes, and that's exactly to Crispy's point there. Because Shakir's getting slept on, because Shakir's the one that had a pretty good role last year on Brady's system, and I think he's going to continue building upon that. Keon will be the flashy one. He'll be the one that's fun to chase, especially but he's more, I'd say he's be more of a best ball.
It doesn't seem like it's going to be fun.
At best ball, it'll be fine, because in best ball, it's like, well, if he gets a 40-point week, he get credit for it. But in the regular redraft, or having to go to war each week, I think Shakir might be the better option, as well as Curtis. I think both of them will be about similar. I'd probably give the edge to Shakir, though, with Samuel getting a little long in the tooth. So age-wise, Shakir's, a little younger, probably more explosive. So, and then Keon, he's a huge playmaker. It's just, in redraft, though, I'm probably staying away, because I don't think we're going to be able to count on it consistently from Keon Coleman. It's kind of like the DK Metcalf thing. It's like, DK now is a fantasy relevant piece, but I think as a rookie, if I'm remembering right, DK was kind of a headache, because he was just like, yeah, he was fun, but it's like, it's just, you never know when it's going to happen.
I'd rather have rookie. I'll take rookie DK over rookie. Who was I shitting on him earlier? Quentin Johnston.
Oh yeah, Quentin Johnson,
Yeah.
terrible, bro. They're saying right now it's looking like
Johnson only
DJ
got like 2 or
Chark.
3 targets.
DJ
It's the
Chark's gonna
recent
probably
one.
beat out Quentin Johnson. Yeah, Josh Palmer and Ladd McConkey will be the guys there. We'll have more on that with AFC West talking.
Yeah,
and
I'm
DJ
hoping
Chark
Keon
got-
Coleman don't Quentin Johnston us, bro.
I think
Yeah.
Keon does get a lot of targets. I don't see Shakir getting a lot of targets because he has a hard time actually getting to the point where he deserves the target over somebody who would, I don't know, if he's gonna actually be out there as the number one guy and then they're gonna shadow him and then they're gonna put the best corner, he's not gonna get open enough to warrant the target. So whoever is out there getting separated from their defender, they're gonna get the target. And then Keon Coleman to me is just like a guy who does that type of like route running, and that's why I kind of have him a little bit weighted over Shakir. I like Shakir, but he's got to be this like a piece. He's not a focal point, and I don't see Stephon Diggs production out of a Shakir as much as I could imagine like a Keon Coleman getting the Stephon Diggs type of production, and that's what we're really chasing. It's like because they're all dart throws, really. Like Curtis Samuel could end up being the WR1, but are you gonna really try and anticipate him? You're probably gonna wait 3 weeks before you actually put him on your roster. So if I'm gonna do the dart throw, I'm going with the rookie that was drafted near the end of the first round. He was talked about as a top 5 wide receiver prospect. Shakir's never a top 5 wide receiver prospect. I know some people started to devalue Keon Coleman because they didn't know like how he was going to turn out because of the FSU situation, and they went undefeated for so many years, and then or so many games, and then
Was he like the only game in town?
no, the running back was pretty good too.
Oh yeah,
But-
Trey Benson was there,
Oh,
right?
Yeah,
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 that's
but-
the thing with Keon. It's like that's why I'm not really
he was
trusting
definitely the-
him because he's never really been the only game in town in college.
And then only thing with and I love what you said, Kid, because I'm there with you on Shakir. Shakir only had 45 targets on 39 receptions. Now, barring that he didn't start getting ramped up and towards the end of the season as well.
and Diggs was a constant 10+ targets per game.
And then for him to expect to walk into a role from 45 targets to close to 100 targets, that type of bigger, that big of a jump, that's a lot of expectation for it. Not to say that he can't do it. That, I mean, it's just a big jump from him to go from 45 another 5 targets, you know what I mean? Which it's not hard. I don't think it's hard. But
I will say, under Joe Brady, if we're gonna get 4,500 passing yards or close to it from a Josh Allen, the Stallion, like there could be three guys here that are viable on a week-to-week basis just based on that being his floor in the passing game. You know?
That's right.
Facts.
People
Yeah,
swoop him up.
Kincaid.
All of them.
on that though is one thing to double back on that is though it's a reason why they tied to Brandon Ayuk too though. They looking just like they looking like the Steelers.
I got so many Brandon Ayuk and the Stallion teams already too.
Those
So that'd be
rumors are
nice.
floating out there. You know what I mean? They think that I ain't gonna say they think they need another one, but they would love to have another top flight wide receiver for sure to add.
Yeah,
to what,
if they add IU,
It's
bye Khalil Shakir and bye Curtis Samuel, because I think at that point it'd be IU, Kincaid, and maybe a little bit of Keon. But if they don't get IU, then it's gonna be Shakir and Curtis are gonna have a role because under Brady in 2020, Panthers didn't really have a tight end. Greg Olsen had left at that point, so Ian Thomas was their guy. He only had 31 targets. So Kincaid obviously going to see a hell of a lot more than 31 targets. So I think Kincaid he'll see probably like 120, 130. He's going to see a lot of targets, bro. That's what Robbie Chosen saw, 136. So I see Dalton Kincaid getting that big amount of targets in like the
Curtis, tight end position, we love that.
Curtis got right. Yeah, he'll be a top 5 tight end. Curtis got 97. DJ Moore got 118. I'm thinking that'll be distributed to where like between like they'll probably average about 80 each. Like Khalil, Keon, and Curtis, they'll probably each get about 80.
And the cool thing is, Curtis is the only one that's a proven vet in that system. You know, if Shakur and Keon is learning on the fly, and they're not making it easier for the connection for Josh Allen and Kincaid, then the defenses is going to target or focus in on Kincaid. And if them other wide receivers aren't doing what they need to do to get open or even just catch the ball, because you know what I mean, they haven't been put in this position, in this role, in this fucking league, you know what I mean? So I'm not saying them brothers can't do it, but what I'm saying is for them to make life easier on Kincaid, bro, they gonna have to be able to step it up, and it's just, you know, a big ask for them. I'm not saying they can't do it. I can't wait to see it, bro. And you know, I'm just
he's a young Machiavelli, bro. Khalil Shakur.
Oh,
that's what he. Hey, no, because that's what you called him, man. I was like, oh, I like that, Khalil Shakur.
Oh shit!
He's the thing, man. He's a young Machiavelli, man.
Man, I've been going down there. I just sent something to the OJ and the Blunt for Breakfast shit last night about these police that have something to do, so allegedly has something to do with that shit. That's crazy.
Tino brought up the comparison with the Chiefs last year, and that's a true story because I think they're all lottery tickets, but at the end of the season, we knew that we could start Rashee Rice with a lot of confidence and count on him to be a solid play. So any of these guys that are on that team right now, they could turn into a Rashee Rice. I'm not disputing that fact. It's just kind of like, okay, what are we going to do?
And it's not Chase Claypool.
Okay, it's not Chase Claypool. Who knows?
Yeah, I mean, we can before we move on to Miami, let's talk about the depth a little bit here. I mean, you got Dawson Knox behind Kincaid. I mean, he had some moments before Kincaid, but now that Kincaid's there, it doesn't look like Knox is going to really be fantasy relevant. Then you got MVS there now, Chase Claypool, Mac Hollins, KJ Hamler, Andy Isabella, Justin Shorter, a whole gang of veterans trying to crack the roster, and then a couple UDFAs, Lawrence Keys and Xavier Johnson. I'm not sure who's gonna make this team. You know, I think MVS will make it because he's field stretching veteran. Yeah, he can block. But as far as the other spots, bro, I think Mac Hollins can do some special teams, so he'll probably make it. And then the last spot, I think, comes down to either Hamler
been
or
low-key on whatever team he's been on too. So
that's what I'm saying, bro. I think he makes that roster.
Yeah, he's 6'10".
Is he?
No way, he's not that tall.
I remember when he was drafted to the Eagles, he was meant to be like he was.
Yeah, he's pretty big. He's 6'4".
Oh, 6'4". Okay.
Yeah, he's a big target. Yeah,
and it's funny too because they got the Chase Claypool, who's like 6'3", 6'4". And then
that's what I'm saying. I don't know if
Justin Shorter's like 6'4". Like
Chase Claypool, Chase Claypool might not make the roster. Like, I mean, it's just they might not have room for him. But talent-wise, he should.
That's a team that you need to pay attention to during training camp and then during the preseason.
Facts. We'll circle back on this. We'll have a Camp Battles episode come August, and I'm sure we'll have plenty more Bills talk then. Let's move on now to the Miami Dolphins, y'all. Miami Dolphins. I feel like we won't have to spend as much time on them because their offense for fantasy seems pretty straightforward. Tua, Raheem Devon in the backfield, and then Tyreek and Waddle. I mean, it seems pretty self-explanatory, but what else do y'all see?
One of my favorite thrift stores shopping is Jalen Wright, too.
Yeah, exactly. Like how we mentioned about Ray Davis, you know, those rookie running backs you can get dirt cheap. Yeah, Jalen Wright, definitely one of those to watch because if something would happen to Mostert or A-Chain, you know, both were banged up at times last year. What up, Sir Bongs? Both were banged up at times last year to where, Jalen Wright could be the thrift store guy, and even dirtier, even greasier for deep degenerate leagues, bro. Jeff Wilson.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I mean they're gonna keep him on.
Yeah, because he's a McDaniels Shanahan system disciple, so that'll probably be the 4. They keep Salvon Ahmed is gonna be battling Wilson in that 4th spot. Too. Yeah, so if they're not gonna keep 5, one of those 2 is gonna get cut.
It'd probably be the Ahmed.
Yeah, Ahmed will probably see the boot.
Okay, what about this? I know this might seem crazy, but like, is there any thought of a Tyreek over CD in redraft?
Nah, I took Amon-Ra over Tyreek, you know, because I'm just with Tyreek's age, like, you know, I'm just like, I mean, he's not that old.
I used to say this about Derrick Henry all the time.
Yeah, it's just how old's Tyreek now? Let's see. I think he's 30, right? 31. And it's just one of those things to where I'm like, Waddle, bro. They just paid Waddle. What if Waddle gets more involved this year?
Okay,
Because
but here's a better question. Is Tyreek the value this year out of those elite guys, being that he goes behind, like you say, he could go behind the Jeffersons, the St. Browns?
oh yeah, I've seen Tyreek slip to like 7, 8 overall, and if that's the case, then yeah, he's a great value. It's like I've seen sometimes Amon-Ra slip that late. Same with Jefferson, Chase. Those guys are all kind of interchangeable. The only one that consistently goes top 3 every draft is CD, and then obviously CMC. But other than those two, like the 3, I picked at 3 last night in a single QB, and I was like, there really is no consensus 1.3. That's why I took Amon-Ra there, because I was like, I'm gonna shake it up, because there really was no obvious 3. I mean, the consensus 3, I'd say, is Tyreek, but I feel like it's not like slam dunk, being that he's 30 years old now.
Tyreek or AJ?
I'll go Tyreek, because with that, the new system there in Philly, I still think AJ's really good, but I can't justify taking
a lot more mouths to feed.
Yeah, more mouths to feed. Goddard will be a little more involved. Saquon's there now. Devontae Smith. Yeah, I'm not taking AJ over Tyreek. I'm not even taking Jamar or Jettis over Tyreek. I'm still taking Tyreek third, because I'm like, with Jamar,
I like that.
It's one of them deals to where, like, the Bengals, they're going to probably try to be a little more with the defense this year, not try to run it. I mean, not try to, force it with Joe Burrow quite as much. I mean, they don't have – I mean, Jamar's my 4. I still think Jamar's really good. Jettis with the QB situation, he's my 5. And then AJ 6, Pook 7th, G-Dub 8th. There's a lot of great receiver talent, obviously. But, yeah, that's how I'm feeling it.
Yeah, I agree with Peacock, bro. Tyreek's still in his prime. He had 15.1 yards per catch last year, 111, I think, receptions, 1,700 yards, bro. That shit ain't going nowhere. If you want to taper it down to 1,500 yards,
third year in the season. I mean, in the system,
still gonna be there. The reception's still gonna be there. The TD's gonna be there, man. That motherfucker ain't going nowhere.
And he keeps having more kids, because that seems to be his motivation.
What he had
and I run.
Yeah, he has to keep getting the bag, because he keeps having all these kids. Like, fuck, man. He was gonna retire. I think sooner. Now he's like, "Fuck! I gotta keep playing. I got all these damn kids to feed."
Yeah, if he could reset the market, he's like, "Why would I retire if I could reset the market?" What?
Yeah, no, exactly.
He went and had 2 more kids to motivate him right then and there. Separate baby moms too. He was like,
bang, he's like Antonio Brown, except rather than call the thing that he's just like, I'm just gonna keep having kids.
He took as many hits as an Antonio Brown too.
Yeah, that's true. That's true. He's kind of like, he's got the same kind of skill set mentality as Antonio Brown, but he's definitely got a little better head on his shoulder.
Yeah, I was about to say, I don't see the quit in Tyreek Hill. He leaves it all out on the field, no matter the situation. I think
he's just standing back.
Yeah.
Facts.
Yeah, so what about Waddle, though, y'all? I mean, we know Tyreek's going to get his, but Waddle last year, a tad bit disappointing in his 3rd year. He got the extension, though. So, yeah, now that he's healthy, bro, it's like I'm thinking Waddle could finally have that kind of year.
They fired some of their trainers, or they were not fired, but replaced some of their trainers.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah, to me, that just is like, I hope it was the motherfuckers that was like working on their legs, because goddamn, they all had hamstrings last year. So, I like hearing little stuff like that. And he got bounce back written all over him. He's a real good value this year. You know what I mean?
Yeah, fact. Yeah, I think Jalen Waddle's a really good support. I mean, really good value. I got him at a great price point in the dynasty. Yeah, 3-4 turnaround and redraft. Yeah, I think Jalen Waddle could be that guy to where if you take the running backs early, if you want to do the back-to-back running back shit, it's like you could get Waddle in the 3rd, 4th and be like, well, I'm not mad at that as maybe as a 2 or maybe even a 1, because he's got the ceiling there. With teams, teams are going to just obviously really key in on Tyreek Hill, basically be like, anyone beat us but Tyreek Hill. And guess what? That one to beat him is going to be motherfucking Jalen Waddle. Because Odell Beckham, like JD brought up a few episodes ago, he's just a decoy, bro. Like, Odell Beckham ain't shit. That is still going to be the Tyreek Waddle show. Yeah, he's just gonna be there to block, like with Gabe Davis in Jacksonville. They just signed those guys to block. So
It depends
yeah.
on if him and Kim K get together. Then Kim K will be in the stands, and then they'll do the Taylor Swift treatment to Kim K, and then it'll be a.
Waddle is
Odell
perfect for
Beckham, more worried about that kind of bullshit.
Hey,
At least Kelsey still puts up numbers. Odell Beckham, bro, that dude
Yeah,
is
man, they used
lost
to have they had
in the
OBJ
sauce.
sitting next to Lamar Jackson in the post conferences last year. I'm like, what did you even do in the game?
Nothing. He's just he's a clout chaser.
Right there with him because Lamar's like he's kind of infamous for that. He don't
Although
really
yeah, that's the
talk.
thing. Lamar requested for them
Yeah.
to sign him, I think. So.
Yeah.
But I guess yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
Lamar wanted him out of there after 1 year. He was like, "Fuck all that."
Yeah, for real. He's like, get him out of here.
Yeah, exactly.
Old man.
Hey, to double back on your Jalen Waddle thing though, in 2022, the boy had 75 receptions for 1,300 and some yards, bro. 18
Yeah,
yards.
led the league in yards per reception.
Cold dude, bro. He's perfect for this offense, bro. 100%.
Yeah, as long as he's healthy, because Peacock's saying, yeah, waddled off the field a ton last season.
Yeah.
But
I see what he did there.
Yeah, he might have.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah, because Mike McDaniels, Mike McDaniels, he's sprinting off the field. He's a speed kills. That's his motto. That's for sure. Because it's like, bruh, he's just signing all the fucking and drafting all the speedsters. It's like those Washington boys.
Right, Washington.
Speaking of the depth, Malik and Taj Washington, bro. He's got two hitters there.
The Washington Bros.
Well, those young bros even make the damn roster though, because in front of them you've got, according to the depth chart, you've got Braxton Berrios, River Craycraft, and Eric. I can't even say this dude's name.
Azuka Namama.
Azuka Namama, whatever the heck.
Yeah,
I don't know.
I fuck your mama, no.
that guy,
Mama.
Eric Mama. I'll just call him Eric Mama. Yeah.
Big Mama's out.
Yeah, Big Mama, Eric Big Mama. So you got those 6. That's the
Big
projected 6. They're, according to this depth chart, I'm looking at, they're projecting Malik and Taj Washington to miss the team, but they drafted both them boys to where Eric Mama or River Craycraft, them boys better watch themselves, because I could see both of them being on the roster bubble for sure. Because Berrios can handle the special team shit.
Yeah.
So Craycraft and the other boy might not make the team.
Braxton Berrios every time, bro.
Hey, Braxton Berrios goes crazy, man.
Another Miami great, man. 100%.
Yep, Braxton Berrios, bro. Yeah, he pulled him a model, bro. He's always on the got him some like young TikTok babe or some shit.
I was about to say,
in the headlines for that
he got like business.
Don't they all?
Type of shit.
Yeah, apparently Berrios' chick was like super famous. I think she had like over 1 million on TikTok.
See, I told you Berrios was smart.
Yeah, he's like he needs to have looks and brains, damn it. So yeah,
lifestyle, man.
He's in Miami.
Football players and
He's wearing sunglasses underneath his helmet.
And I'm to 100%, bro. Facts. He got the Tony Montana fit right when he come up out of the motherfucking facility, bro.
Right? He got the button down. It's already buttoned down.
Oh my
Hey,
god.
man.
Like
I took that one home, man.
Every time.
Yeah, man, that boy Berrios, he ain't going nowhere. So honestly, this is my take. I think it's gonna come. I think either one of Craycraft or Eric, who's your mama, one of them two is gonna make it. I think the
Washington Bros both make it because then they.
You think they both? Oh, because this is okay. Yeah, they could both make it because Taj Washington picked up an injury. They'll put Taj Washington on the goddamn PUP.
There you go.
Because he's already hurt, so they'll just put him on the PUP, and then Malik Washington will make it.
The Taj Mahal Washington,
and then we'll see how the season goes. Taj, once he's healthy, he'll either make the team or they'll waive him and put him on the practice squad.
Yeah, because these are like McDaniels. He's barely picking toys now. So like these kids, you know what I mean? Like just like when you come from the Shanahan tree, bro, you're always gonna be like these. You're always gonna have these little gems that you find. Because their system fits specifically. That's why you get them late, like Juwan Man Jennings. You know, we got him the same year we got Brandon Ayuk.
So
yeah, that's why I know it's like that River Craycraft, the Eric E, the Braxton Berrios. None of those guys are going to be fantasy relevant, but they'll probably be still on the roster because they're just guys that fit the McDaniels system.
Yep. And
then Malik Washington, we've got a hoop, and Taj Washington for fantasy. They're the ones that have a little more hope to where, like, if something would happen to one of the big two, then they're the more pure receiver types, where those other guys are all just there to kind of like block and do all the maintenance stuff that the pain in the ass factory shit that McDaniel wants. So
You need that.
oh yeah, you do.
Yeah.
You do. You need
Mhm.
blockers, but that's why Gabe Davis got him a bag this offseason. Everyone's laughing at that, but guess what? Gabe Davis is a valuable piece in real life because he can block.
Goddamn right.
He's not that great for fantasy,
even OBJ,
but
that's why
I mean,
OBJ,
real life
he
ain't
over there, he can
fantasy,
block.
bro. Yeah, exactly. That's why OBJ keeps
block.
getting signed, bro.
He ain't got no choice but to block. What else he
Yeah,
gonna
you're lying.
Yeah, with all the damn knee injuries,
I'm
his
just fucking around,
explosiveness
bro.
is sapped. But anyway, and in the tight end room, bro, Jonnu and Durham Smythe looking like they're gonna battle it out for that. You know, it's one of those deals though to where with Hill and Waddle, as long as they're healthy, probably not gonna be enough
make that team
to go around. But oh yeah, Jonnu's gonna start. I think Jonnu, bro, in those like if you're in one of those like kind of oddball two tight end leagues, like I think Jonnu could be a top 24 tight end because like Durham Smythe at times like could catch if they'd usually be like 4 for 60 or some shit.
Jonnu Smith or Juwanna Man Johnson?
Johnson.
Man, that's tough. That's tough. Yeah, probably Johnson. Yeah. Yeah,
he showed some real promise at the end of the season last year.
He really did. Him and Carr seem to have a good connection. You know, he's one of those guys, man. If he could ever just put it together for a full season as a Saints fan, I get so frustrated with Juwanna.
But
he's
still learning how to position too, though. Remember, he was
he was a converted receiver. Yeah, because he'll have his moments where he like for 4 games, like you'll be like, man, this guy's like a tight end one, but then he'll like just either be hurt or just not
then
really.
Derek Carr happens.
Well, that's actually a good thing for him, I feel like, because Derek Carr is just the kind of motherfucker that's just gonna keep checking it down, you know, like Juwanna Man's pace, bro, on the last 4 games last year, he was pacing on a 17-game pace, 72, 918, and 13 tugs, bro. Him and Carr really had a good thing going in those last 4 games. Prior to that, it was pretty ugly. Like Juwanna Man for most of last season sucked. But down the stretch, he got going, and then under Kubiak. So, yeah, and then the Saints, they don't have nearly the amount of, like, target hog like Miami. I mean, Shaheed could be nice, but let's be real. Shaheed is not Jalen Waddle.
I'm pretty sure we ain't fucking with any of the tight ends in a traditional 12-teamer. But, yeah, in the deeper leagues, Jonnu becomes a little interesting for sure.
Yeah, because last year, even with Pitts, you know, Jonnu had 50, 582, and 3. Which, I mean, ain't anything special, but in those deeper leagues where you just kind of like, you know, you got to start somebody, bro.
What was going in? Game? What was Jonnu's blowout game last year? Does it?
He had a little stretch there where it was like,
he had one. He had one. I was trying to look up what Durham Smythe's best game. If he had 5 for 56, so the upside for Jonnu is probably pretty capped because it doesn't seem like McDaniel's system is very friendly to the tight end position. Let's see Jonnu's best game from last year. It was, he had a 5 for 100 and a tug against the Minnesota.
Yeah, your tight end in his system is to protect the quarterback, not necessarily be a drop off or a safety valve.
Yep, and then before we switch to the Jets, bro, how we feeling about Tuna Fish Tua, bro? I know Tino's a Tuna truther, but I don't know, man. It's like he does not run at all. So it's like for fantasy, I'm not really fucking with it.
I always forget that the standard league really emphasizes on the quarterback that runs, but
know your scoring system. If you're in one that really emphasizes the pocket passer, then Tua's good.
Yardages, then that's the guy that comes up as a solid value because
him and Jared Goff are very similar.
Mm-hmm. Well, I even think Tua has a little bit more upside because he don't. I
think Tua can go 40 tugs if it played out right. If it played out right, because he gets a lot of them taken away down there.
Really good. Nothing against Amaran and
that's the thing. A lot of them get taken away. Same with Goff. I feel like they're in the same spot, both him and Waddle and Goff.
And usually receives the ball. He's not running it.
I feel like I'm going to have some Goff Tua Superflex redraft teams that are going to fuck me in the championship, huh?
But I'm going to
run it.
If they're not in cold weather, bro, if they're in warm weather, they'll be fine.
If they're playing in Cleveland.
If they're both on the road, that's fucked. That's
playing in Cleveland week 17 if it means anything.
Oh, that's going to be rough. Yeah, that's going to be rough. But You know, I mean, hey, Tua's been going very reasonably in these drafts, bro. Tua, a lot of times in the single QB, doesn't go to the double digits. In the super flex, he's a value. So it's one of those things. It's all about value. And so if everyone's shitting on Tua, it's like, I mean, the facts are that he led the league in passing last year. So if he ends up going like QB 14 or 15, it's like, I'll take it.
Okay, let me ask the kid. What is the best case scenario finish for a Tua?
Oh, well, definitely talking about like 4,500, 40 touchdowns. Like,
For sure.
that,
I like
yeah,
that. That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, if they
yeah.
don't run it as much, you know, because, yeah, maybe they'll adjust because
I
last
mean,
year
they
they were
threw it a
running
ton
it.
at the running backs down there too. What if what if some of those get morphed into some healthier waddles, touchdowns down there? You know,
Yeah, because he didn't even. The thing that concerns me, he didn't even have 30 tugs last year. He only had 29, which it's like, you know,
But
he
if
had
you
the
added
yard.
10,
They already
you're
made
telling
the
me we could
decision
add
to
10.
make A-Chain and Mostert like an actual tandem this season, and that A-Chain has the 1A actual position in the two lead back system. So if you're telling me A-Chain is gonna run the ball for freaking 10 plus touchdowns, that's not gonna happen. They will find ways to get him open in space, and that's gonna be by motion. And if they put him in motion, you're gonna throw the ball to him. So that's gonna bode well for Tua. Mostert, if they get down to the 1 yard line and they need to punch it in, then that's that. But Mostert is gonna be off the field less frequently than he was last season. That's just probably that's just what I'm hearing. Like I think A-Chain, as long as he's healthy, he's gonna be on the field a lot more often than he was last season.
And also too, though, bro, with Tua, his pass attempts have gone up the last 3 years, bro. Even though the first 2 years he missed a few games, but he threw 560 times last year. So the passing volume is there, and he wasn't even in the top 3 pass attempts last year as well. 100%. So he does have the opportunity to break out, bro. It's just like y'all said, it had to be the touchdown to INT ratio. 100%.
Yeah, he's already broken out yardage wise. He's just got to get the touchdowns and interceptions better. But get him, Bogey, get him. But yeah, Tua though, I mean, yeah, he's a borderline QB1 for sure. Could definitely exceed my projections. I'm a little down on him because there's just so many other options at the position. But you know, if you're in a league that favors a pocket passer more, obviously Tua is a big hitter there. So let's I guess we'll.
Go
you're good, bro. Yeah, Joe. I think that was that AI shit, bro. With him having the fluffy curly hair, that was AI generated. I wish he'd do that though. That'd be funny to see Burrow with the like even he kind of had the long hair going last year, but he never let it get that long. I think the way he had the super long hair, I'm pretty sure that was AI.
What, the Chase haircut?
The thing where you remember Burrow, that AI pick where he came out, like the real, like the long curly hair.
Yeah.
That was AI. That was AI.
Yeah.
Yep, and Will Jr., bro. Yeah, that dude's a fucking beast, bro. He's gonna hit for 10 sacks for surely. Yeah, he's gonna break out for surely. I mean, he's gonna kill it, bro. Because they got so many other guys on that D line, the Neil Hunter as well.
Yep.
Yeah, that Texans gonna go. Yeah, they could win 12 games this year, y'all. Take their over Vegas over because I think. And I'm not just saying that because Peacock's here. I'm saying that because I look at their roster and it's legit. So,
miss facts.
Yeah. All right, y'all. Yeah. Perfect timing. Kid is back. Let's move on to the New York Jets. Let's get him on here.
Well, my bad.
Right.
Y'all gonna have to start calling the fucking Matrix Kittleland, man. Fucking.
And Bogey's back with him.
Yeah, listen, I'm telling you, bro, the Matrix is a wonderful place. You just have to understand the Matrix.
Oh yeah, I know exactly why I went to the Matrix because we're about to talk about Aaron Rodgers, who loves the man that is the Matrix, Keanu Reeves. So yeah, perfect timing.
Yeah.
How we feeling, bro? How we feeling about Aaron Rodgers this year? It's one of those deals. I feel like we talk about him basically every show, but he finally spoke yesterday.
What's he talking about?
he was talking that shit, bro, about how he missed the OTAs or the mandatory mini camp and said that shit's no different than OTAs. He was like, I spent 10 days at OTAs. That's really all I needed. Didn't need the mandatory mini camp because it used to be that meant more than OTAs. But according to him, nowadays, the mini camp is no different than OTAs. Maybe that was just an excuse for him trying to justify his Egypt trip. But according to him, he felt like him missing OTAs was no problem. He felt like he didn't miss anything by doing that. So
I think Aaron Rodgers deep down inside knows he's like from somewhere else. And like
he's from the Matrix.
Listen, and like going to places like Egypt to try to understand where am I from? Where's my place in the universe?
I know, right? It's like
because Egypt is connected into the ancient tech and all and the Anunnakis and all that shit, bro. Trying to tell you, bro.
Yeah, exactly. I think he's just fallen in love with that kind of stuff because most, especially NFL quarterbacks, then just do the very traditional route where they have their career, you know, and then they settle down, have a wife and kids, and they coach their kids.
And supposedly he be burning a little on a tree in here and there on the low.
Right, but I think Rodgers is he's a different cat in that he's just like he loves the process of the whole like defining yourself. You know, wait, what? No, I don't hate it, bro. I'm cool with it. It's just like the thing with it's just like because it's like I mean, Tom Brady's from California and he's on the status wave.
He found the mighty avocado god.
Right? He said ayahuasca. He did the whole Church of Tom Brady, y'all. Stay tuned. Well, that was wild. We exposed the Church of Tom Brady. Yeah, we got a call from him the next week. Like, hey, keep that shit on the download. It's like he was mad at him for roasting him.
Bro. We're not supposed to expose the cult. I mean, the Church of Tom Brady.
Right? He did the roast of Tom Brady to distract people from the Church of Tom Brady.
Damn.
Oh shit! But yeah, it's funny. It's like, okay, yeah, he's it's different kind of shit. Because the thing with Rodgers, though, it's like with Rodgers, I feel like he kind of started off. He got his Super Bowl, you know. He was kind of more just going along with the typical route. But then I think it was like
the greatest to ever do it, bro.
But this is the thing, bro. It's like once the shit hit the fan with him and Olivia Munn, I feel like that's when the shit kind of Eddie goes just like fuck this bullshit.
See, I had to give him props because she was Psylocke in the movie, and you know Psylocke was always one of my favorites. So you know what I'm saying, I had to give him props for that one. You know what I mean?
Yeah, she in the Marvel multiverse.
He chose the game, bro. He always chose the game.
No, that's the thing. And then he tried again with that other actress chick, the young one, the one that was in the
blonde one, the one that got him jumping off the waterfalls and
exactly.
He's playing the ukulele, singing and shit.
Right, yeah, he had his fun with her in the off season, but then when the season came, guess what? He chose the game.
MVP, but he was MVP.
Right, but she, I think she broke up with him because she was jealous that he chose the game. I mean, like during the fall, bro.
How are you gonna come around, baby? I've been loving this game before you were born.
I bet that's what he told her. You know,
you were in daddy's nutsack when I was loving the game.
Right? Well, it's
you can't just come around and take
she wasn't that young. Like she wasn't that young. I mean, I'm not saying he's a pedo. She wasn't that young. You know, she was just. I think she was about like 10 years younger than him. But
right, he been loving the game since he was 10 years old.
But that's the thing, though. Yeah, that's true, though. Yeah, he's been a football player. He's a football
watching Joe Montana and Steve Young just like I was.
You know, and I think it's funny the way I enjoy the fact that he's doing all this controversial stuff because it's like it's interesting. You know, it gives us stuff to talk about to where it's like I'm glad someone's doing something different because I mean, if everyone was, I mean, no offense to Corky Kirk Cousins, but if everyone was Corky Kirk Cousins, there wouldn't be a whole lot to talk about.
Hey Spencer, you notice
he got the bag
all the time.
Corky Kirk is in it for the bag, clearly. He's like Super Bowls.
Yeah,
I get the bag.
100%.
Yep, as long as I keep praying to White Jeebus.
Hey man, hey, he's the perfect definition of happy wife, happy life. Because even his wife was like, you know, I'm from Atlanta. All right, fuck it, let's go over there.
Yeah, you know what's funny about that? It's I think you
Implode.
put this in the news lead in our thread about how like Corky Kirk was like he was offended by Minnesota's plan to draft a QB, and then Atlanta does that exact shit.
Exactly.
I mean, he's coming off the Achilles, bro. With the power of white Jeebus, he'll be back.
All right.
He'll be two-stepping off beat in no time. Shout out to my man Corky Kirk. He's in the club. He just can't find a beat, but he got hella chains on. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, that's me in the club. I'm not gonna lie. I'm offbeat as fuck, but I keep it lit, bro.
We're gonna help you find it, bro. You got soul.
Yeah, exactly, bro. Yeah, I'll be all right. I've been getting better lately. Since I moved to NOLA, I feel like I'm not quite as goofy in there. I feel like now I can kind of like at least keep a rhythm to some degree. So yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Yeah. You just got to get the good head bob sometimes like that. You don't even got to move your.
That's what I've learned. You just got to feel it. Just let it feel it. Don't force it. You know, you just got to feel it in your soul. And
this isn't the 90s. It's not so much leg work. You know what I'm saying? You don't really got to. We're not down here doing dance moves and shit. You know what I mean?
Facts. Yeah, I'll figure it out for sure. But
yeah, it's down there in Atlanta. Down there in Atlanta, they be doing hella moves because they're loaded as fuck to the gills.
You know the thing with Rodgers, bro, it's like
hyphy days, kind of, but only they're like slow motion.
Oh, damn.
Okay.
That's Rodgers on them ayahuasca journeys, bro.
I'm rocking.
Let's go.
That boy be seeing the stars and shit, bro. And I think it's one of them things where it's like, I think I'll be real. This is probably his last year, bro. I think he's just gonna view this as like this is the last dance, and then he'll honor his contract, and after this, bro, he's gonna go trip his balls off, bro. He's gonna be in Egypt all year.
I think it's all based on this year. If he gets into the playoffs, he's coming back, and he's coming back regardless of the result. That's how I feel. Because like he done already got this this is what I think why he does the in the dark trips. And, you know, I'm sitting in the dark and be sober for fucking 11 days. And you know, and the goal is 30. And then he did like fucking 6 or whatever. He's like, all right, I'm out. You know what I mean? Like
and that motherfucker, once he's locked in, he's locked in.
Yeah, I feel like he keeps doing all these self-searching journeys because he wants to justify why he dedicated his life to this shit. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I bet you he keeps coming back to winning that Super Bowl. You know what I mean? Like he's done it.
Yeah, at least he did it.
He wants to do another one, but he wants another one. And
he keeps chasing that. Fact.
Yeah, I mean, think about this. He's probably on the ayahuasca thinking about like, okay, I could have been married with kids a couple times over already, but I keep choosing this game because this is the goal. Like I think you know what I mean.
And you got to remember, he's the exact opposite of Brady, just like how we were talking about. Brady chose the family life. You see what happened. Brady still loved the game. Say what you want to say about him and his marriage.
And then he got a divorce and
end up, you know, separating and
now he's at the white party.
I mean, so Roger see this shit like, man, he the complete opposite. No kids, no wife, multiple brides.
All the game.
So you know what I mean? He, like you said, he 10 toes on loving the game, in love with the game, man. Married to that motherfucker with that one ring. He trying to get another one.
Right.
So when that motherfucker locked in, he locked in though, bro. On everything.
Yeah, facts.
And the only two prior to last year was the motherfucking shoulder injuries. I think one was in 2013 and one was in 2009. I think that was only like 4 years apart.
The collarbones. 2013 and 2017.
Right,
okay.
right.
The 2017 was the Brett Hundley year, where that was the first year that Devontae Adams went over to Dow Wow, and we were like, oh, Devontae's a guy with anybody, like, you know what I mean?
Yeah. That's a key right there. I like that. The Devontae drop right there will let you know exactly what kind of player, fantasy-wise, don't forget, we're talking about fantasy, okay? So anytime Rodgers is healthy, he is a fantasy QB1, no matter who's on that field. But he has his targets, and in New York, he has his targets. It's Garrett Wilson. It's going to be Breece Hall, and it's also going to be potentially freaking Malachi Corley because he's already outright spoken highly about this guy. Mike Williams, he's going to be a piece. He's going to have his blow-up games, just kind of like how it was in with the Chargers. But when it comes to his WR1, Garrett Wilson is going to be a piece that is going to be extremely valuable as long as Aaron Rodgers is not sitting on the sideline with the fucking cast on or whatever the fuck. You know what I mean? Because
100%.
Garrett Wilson is a tier above a lot of the receivers that are on the Jets. Like, let's just be honest, Garrett Wilson is a dog, and when Aaron Rodgers has a dog on the team, he's gonna pepper the fuck out of him, and he's gonna make it known to his offensive coordinator. It's like, hey, if we're gonna draw up a script, we got to get this guy involved, and I want to throw it to him 10 plus times a game, and that's what we're looking at. Is that if Rodgers is healthy, if Rodgers is healthy, we have to really still consider him as an elite quarterback.
For sure.
He's never not shown the status. He's always been that status quo where, okay, if you have a Rodgers, you're probably starting him. You know, even on a 12-team single QB league, he's probably going to be starting in your league somewhere. That's how it is.
Okay.
Yeah, the thing that concerns me though is 2022 though. I mean, he was not really a QB1 that season, and that's the last full season we've seen from him. And now he's 40 years old, coming off an Achilles. So I mean, I still think he could be for sure. Like
that was the year that he didn't have an elite.
He's on them good drugs.
He didn't have an elite weapon. He had Aaron Jones.
He lost Tay that year.
Yeah, that was all the rookies. And then the 2 years before that, what happened? He was he back-to-back MVP.
Yep. Off the ayahuasca.
Okay, we'll see. I mean, he's proven me wrong before. I've been wanting to predict his downfall. I said before he won the back-to-back MVP, he's like, he's washed. Fuck him, he's done. But he's not washed.
It's just where his motivation is. Like, is he motivated to stay on the field when he's hurt? That's the stage of his career now. Because he's got so much guaranteed money that he's like, oh shit, I have a Super Bowl. Do I really think that the Jets are going to win the Super Bowl? If he does, then I think he'll stay out there.
Yeah, they got the elite defense, and then speaking of elite, I mean, they got the elite running back, greasy Breece Hall, bro. I mean, Breece Hall does it all. They got the depth behind him. You know, a couple of rookies there, Braylon Allen from Wisconsin and Isaiah Davis from South Dakota State. And then you got the Israel kid. He might not even make the team. Israel Abanikanda or whatever. He might not even make the team. And then they brought in the wily old Tariq Cohen in there. So, you know, they might only keep three backs.
He'll be a return guy for sure.
Hey, the boy Davis, he had 1,500 yards on the ground, I think.
That's what I'm saying. I think both rookies make the squad, bro. Allen was a dog, too, at Wisconsin. I think both these boys make the roster.
Yeah,
but Breece, I mean, let's be real, though. I mean, that's Breece's backfield. Neither of those rookies are going to be relevant in redraft because Breece is just going to get it all. He's getting it all.
Breece or Bijan?
Yeah. Breece is getting it all because the Falcons, we talked about that on the running backs episode about, and I agreed with Kidda on that. Bijan, they've got Al Boo still there, Algier, and he's not just going to go away completely. Where the Jets, bro, like that's all Breece.
Yeah, but
Breece, I think, leads the NFL in total touches, bro. Yeah, he's fresher. Yeah, he's not off the ACL this year. He's over a year removed from the ACL now. So, yeah, they're going to feed the fuck out of him, bro. He's going to lead the league in touches. He's going to lead the league in touches.
You think we get closer to the year and you start seeing like people go Breece over CMC? Or you think it's just solidified no matter what?
I think it's solidified. I'd still go CMC because the thing with CMC, it's like that offense. It's like, I mean, that's the gold standard. I mean, that's Shanahan's offense. Like, hey, they've got so much else there with the Jets. I mean, you got A-Rod there now, but outside of G-Dub and Breece, what else do you got? Well, I guess that's a good segue here. Because, I mean, what else they got? I mean,
can Breece finish as the RB1?
Oh, definitely. All it would take is a CMC injury, and boom, he's right there.
Because he's go to the injury. You could have said less workload. You could have went anywhere.
Hey, the less workload.
I still think CMC could finish one, even with less workload. I still think he could finish 101.
Don't scare me like that.
I love CMC. Don't get me wrong, but there's something in the history book saying something about being a 28-year-old running back, and that's what we're talking about CMC right now. I think he's either 28 or turning 28 in this season.
I think he just turned 28 in June.
Yeah, that's a huge
I
drop
think
off
him,
right there.
my mom, and Cooper Kupp have the same birthday.
Oh shit!
Cooper Kupp might be better off than CMC at the end of the season in terms of fantasy points scored. But that's just because I value the weight of the scale. So when you talk about running back,
the reality aspect of it,
the reality of running back position, when you're 28 and over, your production does go down
they did extend
tremendously.
him,
And they
brought
have
in a shitload of running
the
backs.
Niners have a lot of weapons for running backs. They emphasize having guys on the squad that can do what Shanahan wants to do, and they have now acquired two rookies who can do some things. So if they feel like they can take a little bit of the weight, like they've been claiming that they're going to do, it might be it might not be.
But it'll save him. It'll save him.
CMC has done like quarterback fantasy production. Like let's be real. Like that's why we love CMCs, because like if you have an RB1 that does like QB overall 5 things, that's like so valuable. That you can't run away from it, or
I think we can
or hide away from it. From Brees, yeah. The problem with the Jets, I think, is that I don't know if they're going to score as much as the Niners do.
Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I still have CMC over.
They were the 28th ranked offense or something like that overall last year, or that might have been the 28th ranked run game. I forget what it was. No, that's not what Devin was.
No, they were good. Yeah, the pass game was, I think, maybe 32nd.
It's because it's a 50-50 split. They run and pass about the same amount of times.
That is true.
Yeah,
they were a bottom 5 offense last year with one of the best running backs.
Led the league in yards per attempt pass last year, 9.1, 9.3.
They finna score more with
the ball down the
field. 100%.
Rodgers did the ayahuasca. He saw him score like 33 touchdowns.
Hey, CMC is arguably the best wide receiver 2 on the team. He's the second best wide receiver on the team.
You ain't lying.
100%. So if his series drop off, the receptions are going to be there, bro.
Because what was our run pass ratio split was damn near 50-50, but it's crazy because when you look at the usage, it's heavier on the running back side because we utilize CMC so much in the passing game. Bro.
Yeah, for sure. Let's talk about the Jets depth here. You got behind G-Dubs, you got Big Mike Williams, who's coming off injury, already on PUP. And then Xavier Gibson, he's someone that, I can't really say it was a breakout, but I mean, he established himself as a starter, in the slot. But you got the rookie now, Malachi Corley, that could easily steal his job. So those 4, I feel, are pretty solid. The depth behind him is pretty shaky, though. I mean, because the Lizard, he fell off a cliff last year. He's one of Rodgers' boys, though, so I'm sure he'll make the team.
And he's good in the blocking game, too. So I wonder if that could, hold his spot just on that alone. But he was rumored to be on the roster bubble, so.
Yeah, because behind him, you got Jason Brownlee, Malik Taylor, Lance McCutcheon, and Irvin Charles. But, yeah, I mean, none of them are going to be fantasy relevant. Then a bunch of UDFAs there, Marcus Riley, Tyler Harrell, and I don't know this other guy. I'm not even going to try to say his name. But the guy, though, that he gets slept on year after year, and I'm not saying he's anything great, but for these deep tight end leagues, bro, Tyler Conklin is sneaky. Because I just pulled up the numbers. Tyler Conklin, the past 3 years, has not missed a single game. He's played all 17, and he's averaged 60 catches, 589 yards, 2 tugs. Not a flashy, sexy stat line, but it's like tight end is a suck-ass position, and now he's got Rodgers, so I think Conklin might have a career best year if Mike Williams ends up banged up all year.
It's safe, bet. Let's get on to these Patriots.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I have Jeremy Ruckert's there too, but I'm like, man, let's be real. Like, Garrett Wilson is probably
it's Garrett Wilson. It's Garrett Wilson. It's
Brees.
That's it. In Brees.
Rodgers in Superflex and in single QB. You could stream him.
Yeah, so it's kind of like Miami's offense. It's pretty simple. But let's go on to an offense that is a little more complicated for fantasy because it's a brand new system, brand new quarterbacks there. The New England Patriots hired Alex Van Pelt, former Browns offensive coordinator. So probably going to bring some of that zone scheme stuff from Stefanski, which I think really benefits the most valuable player on this offense by far for fantasy. Rahamador Stevenson, bro. I was down on him, but man, it's like you can't ignore the facts. The facts are this new OC loves to run the ball. Rahamador's previous 1,000-yard guy with 69 receptions, so he's proven he can do it on all 3 downs. And in this backfield, bro,
it's kind of frowned upon these days because of the whole 69 God thing and the Drake thing.
I know, right?
Away from Drizzy.
Yeah.
Hey, run for your life.
Oh, exactly, bro. Yeah. So anyway, the Rahamador, I think, we'll round it up to 70. He's going to catch 70 this year. Potentially, I'm not going to predict it because of Gibby. That's another thing, though. That boosts their offense. Antonio Gibson's a solid.
Follow the bag.
A solid little weapon there. And then in this receiving core, really interesting because you got a pair of intriguing rookies, Jalen Polk from Washington, Javon Baker from UCF. Then you got DeMario Pop Douglas, who did pretty good as a rookie. So I think that's your 3 wide set right there.
Hunter Hearst Henry.
And then Hunter Hearst Henry, kind of like a Tyler Conklin sneaky option there. And then with
tight end.
Yeah, with Drake May, bro. Like he's gonna probably, if it's Drake May, he's gonna lean on the tight end. So Hunter Henry could very well be relevant even in single tight end 12-team leagues. So yeah, I think
they do
Hunter
say
Henry's very sneaky.
As it stands right now, they do say it's clear cut that it's gonna be the meat slab, aka the grilled beef brisket, aka Jacoby Brissett. You know what I'm saying? So you know what I mean, he is gonna be able to facilitate an offense and show
yeah, because he was a Van Pelt guy. They were in the system.
Yep. And
2022.
And even for going back to with Stevenson, man, you just got to follow the bag. They paid him. They finna use him.
He got top 7 million.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Yeah, exactly. So you know what I mean? Like, and going back to college, he shined in his own run scheme. So you know what I mean? And Belichick, he tried to morph that into their repertoire those last couple of years with him. If y'all remember that shit, because they wanted to use, because he's good in open space. Like this kid, like man, we love Rahamador over here. You know what I mean?
Come on now, talk about it.
Yeah, he's a playmaker. He's a playmaker's son. You know what I mean?
Come on now.
Man, we raised him. We raised Rahamador.
Yeah, he was my RB2 in that when I had that dream team in the SBI in 2022.
Let's fucking go.
I mean, shit, he's just like, I waited on RB and got him and Josh Jacobs. Both ended up RB1s.
There you go.
Oh, murder.
Yeah,
that was murder.
Because I went QB and wide receiver early. But yeah, it's just, I tell you what, we talk about the thrift store rounds, bro. The Patriots players are perfect thrift store round targets. Jalen Polk, Pop Douglas, and Hunter Henry, bro. You basically get these guys for free.
They're free.
They're free. And in that offense, I mean, I'm not saying it's going to be anything special, but it's one of those things where we don't need it to be special. We just need it to be serviceable.
We need to find the one that's getting concentrated.
Yeah. So my one of my 2 is going to be KJ Osborne and fucking Kendrick Bourne. If Kendrick Bourne can stay on the field, Kendrick Bourne catch touchdowns for the Patriots when he signed his big deal, and they re-upped him not too long ago as well.
They redid his deal.
Who was able to catch 60-something balls when Justin Jefferson went down last year. You know, he had to step up as well as on the opposite side as Jordan Addison.
And I fuck with young Ozzy too.
Last year,
KJ Osborne.
I like KJ Osborne and Kendrick Bourne as sleepers as well.
That's real thrifty.
Yeah, they're sleepers. Yeah.
Yeah, the whole team could be considered a sleeper, right? Because like when we talk about depth chart, DeMario Douglas is the guy, and you get him for free. Like Guru was saying, that's like all of these guys are free outside of Rahamador. It's like if you're willing to dabble into the Patriots, I mean, like, go for it. But let's be honest, like, let's be smart managers. Let's not probably focus so much on the Patriots. They don't got Tom Brady no more. They got Brissett. They've got rookie May. Who knows what May is when he gets thrown in there at like week 7, week 8.
I know it might suck. Like if we're getting some good, some good gems, and then they switch to May at one point, and then we're like,
I like May. I think May is gonna throw a lot when he is out there, but Brissett is going to be the game manager. Okay, let's hand it off to Rahamador, and let's see if we can move the change with the run game, and then get the occasional big play. Which at the moment, that might be a Javon Baker thing. Like,
yeah, this is my take. This is my take on how I see the Patriots pack playing out. I think Jacoby Beef Brisket starts like the first 6 weeks, and DeMario Pop Douglas is a thing. I think if you're wanting to, go with somebody that's going to do something early, like Pop Douglas is probably your best bet. But I think in the second half, Drake May takes over, and that's when I think Jalen Polk becomes a guy, because I think that's going to be the guy Drake May.
He's a target hog. Yeah,
she's really well with. So I think by the second half, bro, Jalen Polk's the guy. So if you have Jalen Polk in redraft, just hold tight, because I think by week 8 or so, he's going to be a flex play.
He's a target hog.
Yeah,
I like
in true Patriot fashion, because even though it's not Belichick, it is a guy who played under Belichick and who's coached under Belichick disciples. So they kind of went back to the well on this, so to speak. So the veterans are going to be like to JD's point, the veterans, and to Spencer's point, that first 6 weeks might be all the veterans that might be useful in fantasy. And the guy with
Hunter Henry,
yeah, you know what I mean. And then because then when they make that switch, you know what I'm saying,
the young guys, Polk and Baker, are going to take over.
Yeah, because
that's how
those guys will have the chemistry with
Drake May.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, because the rest of their depth chart here, their top 6, it's Douglas, Polk, Bourne coming off the injury, then Baker, Ozzie, KJ, Osborne, and Jalen Reagor. Jalen Reagor looking like he's going to make the team over Juju and Taekwondo Thornton, looking like both of them are on the roster bubble. And Kayshon Boutte, bro, they dropped the charges. Kayshon Boutte might make the team as a sneaky 7th receiver. I think Juju's a goner for sure.
Yeah,
Taekwondo, I think's a goner, and then behind them, Kawan Baker, and then a couple of UDFAs. So
camp bodies.
Yeah, exactly. And then we got with the tight end room, you got Austin Hooper there now. He'll see probably like 2-3 targets a game. That could be fantasy relevant, but
Stefanski.
As a Stefanski guy.
He went over there after Shanahan, after he was because Shanahan actually drafted him to the Falcons.
Mm-hmm.
Then he got
he's just a good guy to help implement that system. And then you got a rookie that they drafted there, Jaheim Bell, bro. Keep an eye on this Jaheim Bell if something would happen to Hunter.
He's going to be a breakout in the second half, I think.
Yeah, he could be a second half breakout candidate, especially if either Henry or Hooper go down.
Yeah,
well, Hunter Henry always missed time anyways.
Yeah, that's true. He's got an injury prone.
They got Eric All, and he's on the IR right now. So you know what I mean.
Lee definitely knows it because he's a Charger, bro. He's seen Hunter Henry.
Hunter Henry missed always.
Eric All, that's the dude for the Bengals.
He was always missing time with the Chargers.
Yeah,
I believe it, bro. Every day. Facts.
So Bell's gonna see the field sooner or later.
Yeah, facts. The Raiders, bro. Yeah, I don't know what the thing with the Raiders.
You're talking about AFC West. Come on,
their identity is defense. Well, yeah, we'll have more on that. But yeah, that's the
next one.
I do love the Raiders though. Right now, like that's a hot topic. There's so many.
Yeah, there's a lot of interesting storylines.
There's a lot of storylines right there. Definitely love their defense though.
Okay, we're talking about them on the Friday show.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go AFC West. All right, that's cool. That's cool.
I'll be in my element that way.
All right, we'll go AFC West, then we'll go in the NFC East. Or we could just go all AFC and then NFC.
There you go.
Okay, we'll do AFC West, and we'll go AFC North, AFC South. We'll have to have. Hopefully, we can have Peacock on for the AFC South joint.
Oh, for sure.
We might
maybe do that one in the evening. Do that one in the evening so we can have. Yeah, we can make that a playmakers. Yeah, because we need Peacock on there for that to give his Texans.
Don't be afraid to like and subscribe so you can get them playmakers action. I know this ain't the show right now, but playmakers does be popping up, and then when you watching that show, you're gonna get the same isms, the same quality. Don't forget.
Yeah, facts.
Like and subscribe. Get the noties activated and
Yeah.
Yeah, our goal
stay
is
tuned.
Hit that
Yes,
bell
sir.
thing.
right. Yeah, our goal is to do 1 playmakers and then 2 wake your game up episodes, and then for by the season we'll probably have like at least 3 wake your games up and 1, maybe 2 playmakers. We can have a lot of content for y'all. We do this because we love it. We do this for the people. So
Yeah,
y'all
we're gonna
show
have
us,
to
Watch
y'all
football.
show us the love back, man. Because we love y'all showing
Watch
back.
football. So when football is happening, you got to tune in because we're gonna be there.
Yeah.
Exactly. We tapped in, so I think that's gonna do it for this one. And yeah, a lot of H-Town Blue. Yeah, we'll have more Texans talking. We do the AFC.
Hey, shout out to our sponsor, neonpeacockmerch.com. Everybody go get all of these fresh GWN joints. You know what I'm saying? That Trump joint's going crazy, bro. I'm trying to tell you about. I'm about to
Man,
order
I
my
can't
shit
get
right
down
now.
with that one, but you know,
Hey,
I'm
man,
all set on that
He's
one,
holding.
too.
He's
I
holding.
can't get down with that
the
one.
GWN flag, bro. I'm telling you,
I
bro.
can't get down with that one, bro. I'm just gonna
like
leave it at that. I can't. I don't
It
like
might
The
be
controversy.
I don't like that. I don't like that. But I mean,
He's only
hey,
in
bro.
it for the super wealthy, and I don't think anybody
Agreed.
watching our stream
Agreed.
is in it because we're super wealthy. Like we're regulars here. We're regular people, average Joes.
It's a
You
troll
know.
shirt. It's a troll
Yeah.
shirt.
Okay, yeah, that's fine. You know,
I'd get it if he put a clown face over his head. I'd get it.
No.
that would be sick. I
have the
actually didn't see that
iconic
version.
images.
Make 2
I saw the
versions.
bogey
Make 2
version,
versions.
and then
Make
I saw the
one,
bogey
make
version.
one.
They already
Yeah.
tried to do. They tried to murk him, bro. That's iconic, right?
It's so crazy, bro. It's so
Yeah.
crazy.
I'm
Yeah,
surprised
but
it took this long. Pause. I mean, like, sorry.
Yeah, but yeah, we got a lot of cool merch on there, so y'all go get it at neonpeacockmerch.com. Shout out to Peacock, y'all. Caca. Yes, sir.
I can't wait to wear my sauce shirt on the show, show you what it's all about. Defensive players, y'all. Don't be playing that team defense.
Yeah,
Get in the
IDP.
leagues.
Yep, IDP life. Facts. So yeah.
Hey, and JD, let them know, bro, because we got JD and the Heart to Start them. They cooking up. Let's go.
Man, we chefing, bro. This whole community is chefing, man. If you really locked into what we doing, man, it's a whole bunch of content, man. So just stay tuned to what we got going on, bro. Wake
We can wrap ups back.
Smoke Coast podcast. Yeah.
A whole bunch of shit going on, man. So y'all just stay tuned, man. Stay locked in.
And a blunt for breakfast, man. Check it out.
We got so much shit, bro.
And all you gotta do,
Mock Draft Monday.
Mock Draft Monday.
Mock Draft Mondays,
bro, is just when you subscribe, hit the bell button, and every time something drop, it's gonna hit your notifications, and that way you locked in, bro. You don't never miss nothing. What everybody on this panel got going on, bro. 100%.
You already know. Take us home, Spencer. Hey.
For sure, man. Yeah, this was Wake Your Game Up, episode 3. We'll be back on Friday to preview the AFC West. So we'll probably have more stuff between now and then. So maybe a playmakers. We'll figure it out. But yeah, just turn on that bell and you'll know. So
yeah.
Peace out. Thank y'all for watching.
Peace.
Peace.